It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Saints hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The end result, 21 yards.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 21. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They find some open field here. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Patterson again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
10 seconds. Shot, 17. Ready?
They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
29. 29. Go Chief. Your mind. Express.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll go again with Patterson. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Miller, the man in motion. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. The kick by Lutz is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Miller, the man in motion. Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Handoff running left, Patterson.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Get ready. Ready. Go.
Miller, the man in motion.
Right through. Right open.
They're going to try and throw.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Okay, Frank.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Patterson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right, number 7. Yellow.
Miller, the man in motion.
Red, cycle. Steal, left. Claude red. Set.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A right side run with Patterson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they got the ball to start the third quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play of the third quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting second half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Oftentimes we play some offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Patterson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, going back to Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up.
8 yards to go on second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Patterson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over